We bought this mainly for grilling, and that's still how we use it most. In this case, it's New York strips on the fire pit in our yard, and what I like is that once the probes are in, you're not guessing or hovering. It connects to the phone app so you can keep an eye on how things are cooking without standing over the heat for the entire time. This set comes with 4 probes, which is useful even if you're just doing steaks. Everyone likes doneness a little differently, and it's easy to keep track of multiple cuts at once without mixing anything up. The probes read both the internal temperature and the ambient heat, so you're seeing what's happening inside the meat and inside the grill at the same time. Once the steaks come off the fire, the probes slide out cleanly, and that's really the whole flow. You're not poking or checking or second guessing at the end. You just pull them, rest the meat, and you're done. We also use this for Thanksgiving every year, turkey, ham, bigger cuts where timing actually matters. That's where the longer cook times and the battery life really come into play. The probes are designed to handle long sessions, and the charger keeps everything organized between cooks. It also has a small display on it, which means you can still see temperatures even if you don't want to keep your phone out the whole time. Most of the year, though, this lives in our grilling routine: steaks, chicken, sometimes fish. It works across grills, ovens, and smokers, so you're not buying something that only does one job. Once you're familiar with the app, it's very straightforward. You set your target, it tracks progress, and it lets you know when you're close without a lot of noise or extra steps. One thing that's worth knowing is that keeping the probes clean really matters. After cooking, they go straight into the dishwasher or get wiped down well, and that keeps charging and connectivity consistent. When everything's clean and seated properly, it just runs the way you expect it to. The appeal here is not novelty, it's consistency. So when you're spending good money on meat, especially for holidays or when people are coming over, it's nice to know you're not overcooking or pulling things too early. You can step away, talk, prep sides, or just relax and still know exactly where things stand. If you grill often and care about repeatable results, this fits into that routine because it's really useful when you're cooking more than one thing at once or when timing actually matters. For us, it's part of how we cook steaks most of the year, and then something we really rely on when bigger meals come around like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Another thing that's been useful is running different zones at the same time. If one steak is thicker or sitting over a hotter spot, the probes make that obvious without moving anything around. It's also helpful during rest because you can see carryover cooking instead of guessing when to slice. For reverse sear or thicker cuts, that extra visibility makes timing a lot more predictable, especially when you're cooking outdoors. And it can be especially helpful when weather or fire conditions aren't perfectly consistent.